perfect combination.
Which one do we like more?
The black one.
Ah.
Yeah, try to be. And then follow with the chip. You get the buns? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it. Oh, we need some popcorn.
Put my headphones on. Look out the window. Feel the sun.
What's something you find harder as an adult? As a 20-something?
Honestly, I don't even know how I got here. Like,
I know. Somehow here we
other
are.
thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. So, in a few years, we're looking 30.
A few, girl. A few. You've got a long way. A lot
I'm
of
scared.
what?
How do we keep going? I don't know. Like, what's next? Like, is there more? How are we gonna deal with it?
Yeah.
How are we gonna deal with it? Like, honestly, I don't know how my parents did it. I don't know how people did it.
Yeah.
But it just feels like, okay, then, like, where do we go next? Like, what happens next?
Yeah.
I should be more in the present.
Love that. You just went full circle. You're like, what happens next?
Yeah.
I should be more here.
Yeah, I should be more focused here. There's a lot going on. But it's just basically that I think I was scared of like being an actual adult.
We are actual adults. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean I know that you're like your front lobe.
Oh, she's hitting me with that biology science.
Girl.
The frontal lobe.
Frontal lobe fully develops like when you're 25, 26.
Oh shit, girl.
Yeah. So you were just like a baby adult till the start, and then after this, that's the real thing.
Oh, you little.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just a bit scared of them. Already. But we'll see how it goes. We'll be fine. We will be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm gonna think about it.
Yeah. Well, I hope I don't live it. Like 45, take me out fast, please. Like I'm done. I mean, the sooner the better, but 45 max, please.
What if, I don't know, so many people can be late bloomers. What if, I don't know.
I'm done.
I hear you.
I'm here.
I hear you.
I hear
I
you,
know this.
but yeah. Thank you. If you are from a certain culture or country and you were born somewhere else or raised somewhere else, or it can be for a short period or a long period, I think that makes you third culture. Yeah. I mean, it has its advantages and disadvantages. Like sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Meaning, sometimes I like fitting in. Like I like that sense of like belonging somewhere, but then a lot of times I don't.
What do you mean?
When it comes to like relating to people or like, because you meet a lot of friends when you're third culture, like from different cultures. So find some similarities, which makes friendships more easier. But then sometimes you're just like, oh, okay, I don't have a place to call home. I don't know where to go or where do I fit in. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like a chameleon? You know, like you can sort of fit in one group of people and then also not be a part of them because you can also be a part of the other group. that never feel like you belong in any group. I feel like that is my entire life.
At this point, I'm an octopus. Just wherever I fit, you know?
I don't identify as a she.
Exactly.
I'm an octopus.
I am us.
Whoa! Something
Derived from octopus. Us. Cool.
You made it even better.
Right? That's how I feel. It's been a struggle, honestly. It's been a struggle, but
Yeah.
yeah. And the worst question that I get asked is, where are you from? That question is just like so draining, and I wouldn't know like how to answer it, or I mean, yeah, like I could tell you what passport I own, but then the sense of belonging is not there, so it's just like a very hard question. Other than that, it's just like people making guesses.
Yeah.
They would just like guess where you're from and be like, oh, are you from here? Or sometimes I go along with it if I feel like it. Sometimes not.
Yeah.
But I've got so used to it now that I'm just, yeah.
I know. It's just so. I feel like I told you this before, but whenever that question gets asked,
Yeah.
for me it's almost always like, it's both. I see it as positive and negative.
Yeah.
It's like in a positive way, people are trying to see and relate you to a culture. But then the other side of it, for me mentally, is, oh, they're trying to put me in a box. And in this box, they can like create assumptions about me, so they don't have to ask me any more questions further than that. It's like, to me, it's low-hanging fruit when you ask somebody where you're from. But to really try to get to know someone, we live in such a globalized world that so much of where we're from has little to do with who we are.
Exactly.
Actually, like maybe a little bit, but very, very little. And there's so much more.
Exactly. Because as you said, like they just want to box you in that, and see if you could fit into that like stereotype that they have in their head. And it's just about them more than about you. It's not about them being curious about finding out about you and your culture, especially if it's like the first 3 questions that they ask you, for example. Like you just met me and that's what you're interested in. Like, yeah. When people ask you questions like this, it just feels like a bit personal. Like, why are you trying to like collect information here? Like, are you?
Am I in the visa office?
Are you in the
Yeah, embassy. What am I applying for? Where am I going?
Speaking of embassies, oh my goodness, can we get started with that?
Let's get started with that. We won't name any names.
No
we won't
names,
commit
no
slander.
Actually, I'll say fucking into censor that. Yeah, it's just that every time you have to go and apply for a visa, it has to be a struggle where you have to prove that you. I don't know what you're trying to prove at this point. Because like you're just like giving them documents of like literally everything that you got, and you're rejected too.
I know. There's something so dehumanizing about the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, the fact that you have to show all your assets and the fact that you can even afford to go to a place, whereas other, passport holders can just get a free pass, even if, like, you don't know how much they got.
Exactly. And me being me, I know. Honestly, it's giving desperate, and I'm not that. I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, I don't even want to go to your country. Go and do what?
Don't flatter yourself.
Exactly, we're not. We've got more beautiful countries on this side, by the way.
True, and countries that get overlooked.
Yep.
Which is such a shame. Oh, so dehumanizing. But we rise above it. I don't think I was raised in an environment where taking up space is a thing. always like, be humble, you know, stand, like, yeah. It's almost like, yeah, don't show off.
Be small.
Be small
Like,
and be comfortable with
yeah.
being small and be grateful for what you have. Honestly, gratitude, girl, best.
I'm grateful.
Best
I'm grateful, but I don't always have to compare with the, like, yeah. Okay, you know what? I'll scratch that.
Wait.
Special thoughts.
There's a fine line between some people could be grateful for a circumstance that's not right for them.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it, honestly, to like, be grateful for the simple things, a roof over your head, you know, food on the table. Those are so important. But to be okay with substandard and also just playing small and like the breadcrumbs of things, I don't know. That's something to be grateful for. I'm sure as hell sure that we were put on this earth for, I don't know, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with culture. I really agree.
Right?
But it's also up to you to like do something about it. Exactly.
It stops with you.
Exactly.
If you, that's what I realized. I'm like, I see it in, you know, my parents and my grandparents and the way that they, you know, see and walk through the world. And honestly, I get it. Like, I get it. If you are handed a certain set of circumstances, like my parents were never really well off, and so were, you know, my grandparents. You know, they had very like working class backgrounds, and this like idea that you should just be grateful for the tiny like little bits and crumbs, and have had to work so hard just for those crumbs. Like for me, I feel like I sort of want to show them that it shouldn't, not that I show them, but it's like, you deserve so much more.
And I could prove it to you.
Yeah, and I could, yeah. I know. But I love them. I'm not gonna lie. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt that.
Okay. I just wanna be as free as the common folk. It make no sense, I gotta feed my family with this here pen. I know I'll keep on working, but when does it all end? What good is following trends if I lose my mind and my soul is young no more, but I'm fresh. How much more time got left? How much of that can I stretch real quick before I lose my edge? Whoa, all that time invested, hope it pays off or I spend it. Work in progress like I'm pending, God assure me
I just wanna be free.